What is up? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be checking out the Black Ops Cold War Zombies story so far. This excludes all the other Black Ops Zombies storyline bits. This is just for Cold War. So if you do go on to enjoy, like, follow, share, subscribe. You already know the vibes. I'm Epic, and let's get in there. So this is the beginning of the storyline. This is D Machine. This is Project End Station. This was the abandoned Nazi facility that was found on November 13th, 1983. At least that was when the map took place. So in the evening downpour in East Berlin, Agent Samantha Maxis calls the Situation Room direct to Office Gregory Weaver, Field Ops Director for CIA's Requiem Research Group. Did you get the package? Weaver is indignant. We've lost 2 teams since you went dark. Old war footage is the least on my mind right now. Watch it. She replies, watch the tape, then tell me I'm wrong. The footage shows Soviets uncovering Project End Station, an abandoned Nazi research facility in Morasko, Poland. Unaware of the dangers ahead, they entered the facility and they fall dead to the ravenous undead within. They tried to cover it up. It didn't work. Here is that video.
What have you done?
Did you get the package?
We've lost 2 teams since you went dark. Old war footage is the last thing on my mind right now.
Watch it. Watch the tape. Then tell me I'm wrong.
How did you get hold of this?
A friend in the KGB. A late friend.
Germans have Russian friends?
Yeah, some of us do.
Jawohl. Hey! Ich habe nichts Verbotenes getan.
What the hell is that?
That is why you needed to see the tape. The machine. Stay with me, Weaver. The next part was shot 1 week later.
It's a cleanup crew. Poor bastard. They tried to bury it.
And it stayed buried. Until 2 weeks ago. Now, it's happening again. Have you heard of the Omega Group?
You have to turn yourself in. The CIA can protect you. I can protect you.
I can't do that, Weaver. The Omega Group have plans for the outbreak zones. I have to stay in the field.
Sam, please!
I'm sorry. This is the only way.
Immediately after seeing the tape that was sent to him by Samantha Maxis, he sends us, the strike team, to Project End Station. With the assistance of Dr. Gray, Strauss, and Major Carver, they discover the source of the undead invasion, which is the particle accelerator that is underground. Now, this particle accelerator tore a rift in space and time and linked it to the Dark Aether. Why was this rift important? Requiem's rivals on the other side of the Cold War, the Omega Group, are using the Dark Aether to harvest an incredibly valuable resource, Ethereum, which is only available in places like the Dark Aether and within the Aether itself. More powerful yet unstable than any other substance in this world, with catalyzing efforts on plutonium and other nuclear elements, Ethereum is Omega's key to helping them win the Cold War before the civilian world has any time to save themselves. As seen in the first Outbreak Easter egg, when they were going to launch the rockets, those rockets had the Tempest attached to the front of them, so with the Tempest ability to shut down all of the electronics, civilians wouldn't even know what hit them until the rockets had already detonated and the undead were already pouring into the world. By entering the Dark Aether itself, Requiem's agents find a way to close the rift while uncovering more of the facility's past, including intel on the key players and motivations behind the original experiment. But in doing so, they trigger the self-destruction of the entire facility, a small price to pay knowing that the horrors within the Dark Aether could no longer invade this dimension no further, at least until Samantha Maxis sets out to meet a contact in Vietnam. Shao Valley, Vietnam, June 15th, 1984. Omega must be stopped no matter the personal cost to people like you and I. Here's the clip.
Weaver, I'm still in the field. I have to meet a contact.
I am not proud of everything I have done, but I am proud of what I am doing. Omega must be stopped, no matter the personal cost to people like you and I.
No, my friend. They are the ones who are going to pay.
They have already opened their new worlds.
Ravenoff, my team's reached the village.
Requiem, welcome to Vietnam. We have to get out of here now.
On the move.
I'd pick up the pace if I were you, for Max's sake.
Yeah! That's a deal.
If you're lying to me, if you betrayed her, if any harm comes to her, I will kill you myself.
So that was the cinematic that we got for Firebase Z. At the start of Firebase Z, the CIA Requiem strike team deploys to Outpost 25 in Vietnam, where they enlist the help of disaffected Omega Group affiliate Captain Ravenoff. Their goal: rescue Samantha Maxis from Omega's clutches. Prior to the agent's arrival, Samantha attempted to infiltrate the facility, Outpost 25, to meet Ravenoff and an agent inside who knew of Omega's plans. En route, she was discovered by Omega's lead scientist, Dr. William Peck, which he is a traitor to the U.S. After being interrogated and tortured, Maxis was thrown into the Dark Aether by Peck, disposed of so that he could continue his research on Dark Aether-based technologies and weaponry. You look ready? Perhaps you will not die today, is what Ravenoff said when we arrived on scene. Upon arrival, Peck makes a deal with us that if we restore power to the facility, he will give Maxis back. But then he betrays us, doesn't tell us how to get her back, and then we have to find a way to pull her back just in time before the whole facility collapses. You can, of course, complete the Easter egg and do more to find out everything and have all the intel for yourself, but there's loads and loads of intel, and if you guys would like to see videos on that, just leave that down in the comments. Operation Threshold, which was the release of Outbreak, basically set task in the Russian Ural Mountains, bigger than any DLC 2 offering yet. It has six different regions, all in the effort to display the arms race from Omega and Requiem. These regions are areas affected by Omega's, they're basically their missiles. They basically launch these missiles and it turned these areas into outbreak zones so that they could then harvest the Ethereum from these areas that comes from the crystals from the Aether. So being set here and set out here, basically we are tasked with completing a number of various different objectives, such as collecting Ethereum for Requiem, escorting recon rovers, taking out high value targets. There's multiple different things that we need to do to combat Omega's progress in the Ethereum arms race. Operatia Inversia was the big scare, the big nuke scare. The most elite Requiem agents discovered Omega's group plot known as Operatia Inversia, aka Operation Inversion. Dr. Peck was able to supercharge the power of Ethereum crystals for Omega's group's reality's inversion warheads. These are the rockets that turned all these outbreak areas and all these regions into outbreak zones. Basically, when the missile hits, it just opens up the rift to the Dark Aether and lets anything that's in the Dark Aether flow out. Making this astronomical leap in research and development with only one remaining eye, because Kravchenko took out his other eye for even thinking about working with us. Fortunately for Requiem, Ravenov was able to meet a squad of agents at the launch site deep below the forest of Ruka in a previously undiscovered missile silo to stop these warheads from creating additional outbreak zones. To do this, Requiem was faced with fending off a terrifying new super threat known as Legion. Those who want to take on this monstrosity for themselves should attempt to complete the Outbreak's first ever main quest with the help of your friends. This is the main quest that I have not finished yet. It is difficult, but it is fun. Definitely do recommend you checking it out. So, of course, November 16th, 1984, just literally practically a month after that, less than a month, even after ending Operation Inversion with the help of Samantha Maxis, a changed person since her time spent in the Dark Aether, and Ravenov, who's now back in the field, the war with Omega Group is still far from over. Shortly after this successful mission, Requiem identifies 8 scientists within Omega Group who are willing to defect for their safety, known as the Omega 8. Requiem's top team of agents arrive after multiple jumps with a special device to contact Ravenov for more intel, but it's not in the cards for the team to come home, and the secret war between Omega Group and Requiem is far from over. The mission, known as Operation Excision, comes to head at the sanatorium in the Ural Mountains, which is the nighttime map for Outbreak. The surviving scientists were expecting to be rescued, but that's not how that went. The squad's objective drastically changed after finding the scientists' corpses, and an immediate exfil is called for once the strike team realizes they've walked into an Omega trap. A massive firefight with an undead army ensues, including a towering order that emerges from the underground as Raptor 1 picks up the strike team for evac. His helicopter is attacked and comes crashing down. We are shot down and we are captured by Omega. Sadly, Weaver, them coming home is not part of the plan. Walking through the rubble, an old enemy appears, Lev Kravchenko, the leader of Omega Group. What can he possibly have planned for Requiem? We'll find that out in Mauer der Toten, but for now, we can experience all the content that they have for Outbreak and all their round-based maps, for now, for just a week. The map literally releases on the 15th, so it's not very far off. The next chapter, Berlin, Germany, February 2nd, 1985. The events of all the things have culminated in this. Will we be ready to do anything it takes to survive before it launches on July 15th? We recommend playing through all the Dark Aether experiences so far, including Onslaught and its 40+ intel drops, available now on PlayStation and coming to all platforms later this year. Xbox and other consoles will be getting Onslaught, so super sick. Execute the mission. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. If you did enjoy, like, follow, share, subscribe. You already know the vibes. If you guys like videos like this, let me know. And if you guys want me to do videos on Intel, also let me know down in the comments below. And I will catch you guys in my next whatever I make, whenever I make it. See you then.